Midlife
Midlife Spices.
Spices.
And what about other things? I mean, once you settle down with your, you got married and then you live your day-to-day life, what is the main difference that you feel? Maybe we start with Vivian first.
What is this?
On
The
this
main
one,
difference,
yeah.
right? Um, I kind of like didn't feel so much. Probably because it's like I guess like the reason me and my husband like we could decide to like get married and we click so much is because we share similar values despite of coming from different countries. I
Mhm.
mean, you think that like the culture is so different, but I see a lot more similarities than difference, to be
Oh,
honest.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, for example, how we value family very very much, and you know in that department, like most of the things are like kind of like the same. And
Mm-hmm.
I've got to say that, like, for example, the same sentiment is not shared by all my family members, right? And especially like in the beginning, my mother was really shocked that, like, she's like, oh my god, are you saying that you're dating an Italian guy and you're gonna get married, so um
I thought
but
you're only dating, but get
y-
married, right?
yeah. And so, like, with a lot of convincing and whatever, like, she decided to travel to Italy to meet my husband's family. Until then, like, she was just like so nervous and so kind of like picturing all the worst case scenario in her head. But as soon as she meet the family, she just completely changed 180 degrees, and I was like, mother, it's like, what's wrong with you, right? So yeah, in my case, there wasn't that much adjustment, but it's more like my family getting used to the idea that, well, dude, I'm marrying Italian, whether you like it or not. And to me, it's like, Italian or not, to me, it's the person that match you. That's what's important. So I don't know how you feel. How do you feel about yourself? How did you meet your husband actually?
Actually, my husband was
Mm.
my client.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay,
oh,
I was
lovely.
working with
Mhm.
Madame
Yeah.
Francisca. I'm always
Madam.
calling
Madam,
her
Madam,
Madame Francisca.
You
Yeah.
say Francis.
Yeah. Because
Señorina, Señora, Señora Francis.
yeah. Because even until now, my husband
Yeah.
always calling her with, what time you are going to have the interview with Madame Francisca, Selvy?
Oh my God,
Madam is what? Mrs. or
Madam,
what?
Like, yeah, like
Ibu, like,
yeah,
yeah,
Ibu,
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah,
like
Ibu.
Mrs. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, actually, I met him. He was my client, and
Hmm.
then but actually, I'm going to overhands to another session because he was not my session, because my session is
Hmm.
a primary, and then this guy was looking for renting apartments. But then because I couldn't uh abandoned him and then putting
Mm.
him away with another person's, but because he already like trust on me, so he asking me to help. And then I was like exhausted because what kind of quality life of this Spanish wants, because it's really difficult. No, I we don't like this part. We don't like this part. I was like, oh my goodness. But definitely, yeah, definitely after viewing, he always invite me for dinner and everything, and everything. And then in the guest tour, it's like I was in the beginning. I was like, I think this guy has
Agenda.
another yeah agenda. It's
Agenda,
not like,
right?
yeah, it's not like just only looking for the apartments, but
Yeah.
in the other hands, like, I need to be professional. I cannot be like, because I'm feel uncomfortable, and then I need to be cut the relationship because I need to be
Hmm.
more flexible and everything. But then, yeah, in the end of the day, um there is just like, hey, Selvy, one day he's asking me like, do you want to marry me?
Huh?
What?
Wow, he went straight
Yeah.
for
but
Yeah,
you're dating first, right?
Um,
But we were
yeah.
dating first, and then yeah, for like maybe like a years we were dating finally, and then he asking me that, do you want to marry me? And I was like, what? Marry you? I I'm not
Okay.
even know where you coming from, what the family you're coming from. And I was
Oh my
thinking that,
God.
no,
Yeah.
no, I was like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I need to know who's your family, because we, I don't, because my mom is always putting like a warning, like you have to be very careful because this guy is not coming from Indonesians, so
Right.
I'm always putting my my feelings like cannot be like catch, like t-
In a
taking
hurry.
something inside the
Mm.
bag, and then you are getting like zong. So then uh September, I'm not remember in which year, and then on September finally he brought me here to Spain to introduce to all the family, and then it was really nice. And then um yeah, it was just really nice because so then we know each other about my family, and then he know also my family. So then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 years after, I'm always like, because here Spain, Spanish people or Spanish guy, they're really really strong commitments. They have very
Mm.
strong commitments. So then once they still not confidence on you, they are not going to give you any rings. They're going to give you like necklace or
Yes.
pendiente. What is a pendiente?
Earring.
Earrings, yeah.
Earrings. Yeah.
But when they really really trust on you, they're going to the ring is going to be arrived. So my compromise,
Oh.
yeah, my compromise ring finally arrived. Finally arrived.
Yeah, so it's
Finally
actually
arrived. Oh my
it's
God.
actually
Mm.
a bit that's the main difference between Western and Eastern people. I mean,
Mm.
uh Eastern will think about, what Selfie just said. What kind of family are you from? That is very, very
Uh,
important here.
probably you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because my husband, right, like when we were dating and when we decide on like going becoming serious and everything, he never really kind of like questioned what my family is. To him, it doesn't matter,
Mm-hmm,
what
mm-hmm,
kind of family I come from. It's like he just see what he sees, right,
mm-hmm,
like in
mm-hmm,
front of him. Whereas like I think culturally, like us being Asian, like we're just it's just all around us that like you got to know, really really know the person. And that's one of the thing that why say like my mother or like the rest of the family members were like really concerned. It's like, how do you know he's saying the truth? It's like because
Yeah,
nobody like friends or family knows him or his family kind of thing. So it's a lot of fear of unknown,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
True,
Plus,
true.
I think the images of the Western in
Mm.
Indonesians also is, I mean,
It's quite
I think it's not big. Yeah, it's quite bad. I think it's
mhm,
not also,
Mm.
it's not talking about the Western. Sometimes I don't know. It's possible to say like this, like plenty of like hunter,
Mm-hmm.
the lady hunter.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, this kind of thing make people like make the Western things like, oh, so then here in Asia it's very easy to get lady because they are crazy with the white skin
Was
or people,
right,
yeah,
like the
from
Westerners. Yeah.
for the
Mm-hmm.
Westerners. So
Mm.
I think this auto like the
Uh,
mindset of Indonesians things
yeah.
like if you're married or if you're finding
Mm.
the guy coming out from Indonesians, you're going to get happier or everything. So then this, you know, and then the man just like, oh, okay. And then it's very easy to sell that I love you, I love you, I love you. So
Right.
Yeah, it's made by Indonesians and then used by Western, I think. So then I was very
Mm.
lucky because my husband was coming to Indonesian on to arrive to Indonesian on January 2015,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
then we met him. I met him on January 2016. So he still
One
not
year later.
cry. No,
Oh, okay.
1 month later. 1 month later, so he's still not knowing so much Indonesians.
1 month on
Ah,
1 month or 1 year when
One 1 month because it's December 2015 and then we
yeah.
met
oh,
January
January.
Oh,
2016.
okay. I
Oh,
get it. I get it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
So,
plus and
so
Yeah.
it's like,
minus.
mm,
It's plus and minus if you stay long here.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, I think in a way, not saying that all Westerners are bad,
mm,
but
mm,
Selvy is right. I mean, there's a lot of negative
mm.
perception about Westerners who live in Indonesia by Indonesians.
Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I can understand how the family of yours, even Vivian and
Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Selfie, was quite worried when you guys were meeting, someone
Yeah.
that's not Asian. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think stereotypically there's there's that kind of badly behaving Westerners. A lot of them in Indonesia, I think, skew the stereotype, like, whereas it's they don't this particular population don't really represent like the entire Western society, of course.
of
So
course
like,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of misconception, I think, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, and then I think for Vivian it's a bit different because you
mm.
live in London, which is like
That's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
multicultural place,
Yep.
and then both
Mm-hmm.
of you are also
We're
not
both foreigners
not
here. Yeah.
locals. Yeah, so you're kind
That's
of
right.
sharing the
Mm-hmm.
similar situation. But then for
That's true.
Selfie, as
Mm,
we heard before how when she
mm,
got married, everybody from her city or her town were visiting the church and then peeking through the window of the church just to
mhm.
see who's this alien inside of this church. Is that a human or someone from Mars? Right?
Actually, when I had my wedding, it was the same, because they have very very few like non-Italians in their city,
Oh, okay.
Bari,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just generally speaking, they do get tourists, but more like Western tourists, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay, a few Asians. It's not like they've never seen one, but Asians are so rare that, like, when the funny thing is, they also have this tradition of publicizing, like when you decide to marry and you register yourself, they they put your name like publicly in the town hall, and anybody can oppose to it like within 3 months, apparently.
Oh,
That's the purpose of it.
interesting.
So like,
Three
I
months,
think
huh?
driving up to our wedding or something, the word spread, and like we didn't expect it, but so many relatives and friends come because they're so curious to see me, right? They're like,
Mm.
oh, Gabriela is marrying an exotic Asian girl or something, right? So you know
Okay, but
yeah, it was a bit of a spectacle, and it was it was funny.
yeah,
It
but
was
I'm
really
I'm
fun for us. Yeah.
I'm curious when you say they display your name in the town hall
Yeah,
and everybody could
they
see and they
do.
could
Yeah.
kind of oppose to the wedding. What's gonna happen
Yeah.
if there's someone actually came and said, "I don't agree with this wedding"? You guys can just cancel it,
um
or
Nope. I think it's more about, like, back in the days, like there are some fraudsters who marry twice or something like that. It's
uh,
more because of the tradition, or like, a historic reason behind it. I mean, in
Yeah.
the modern day, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, really, if you're that fraudulent, like you're really like a con artist, right? I mean, you can easily kind of like, fake it or something with fake ID. But I think it's just because it's been that way for a very long time.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah, interestingly,
Oh,
they still, um what I learned, one thing I learned about Italy is that they really really hold on to, like, old traditions.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
and one of the wedding gifts that we receive is, believe it or not, a telegram. We
a
got a
telegram.
telegram. A telegram, yeah.
Oh
Telegram?
uh,
yeah.
like a wishing, happy marriage from one of his neighbors.
In
A telegram.
Telegram. Oh,
Yeah, in
okay.
Telegram. I still keep it because like, wow, Telegram in 2000, we got married in 2017, like for the
Mhm,
registry, and we're like, people still send Telegram.
but is this kind of situation also? I mean, I'm not sure
Mm,
where you live, Selfie, and your husband Vivian. Are they coming from like
mm,
smaller town or more metropolitan city in Italy and Spain? Can you explain the situation of the city or town that they're
the
from?
city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, we are living in Madrid, but not in the central of Madrid. We are living in
Okay.
mm,
the province of Madrid. So in
okay.
Madrid, here in Spain, my hometown that I'm living right now is a blue collar.
Mm,
Yeah,
Blue
for the
collar
blue
town.
collar, yeah,
mm-hmm,
towns. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So then, most of people who's living here in the past, they are just like worker.
okay.
mm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
And
Mm-hmm.
then so then the mindset about this kind of thing never been changed. Even plenty of professionals already moving here and everything is moving here, not only worker, but the images of the city that I'm living here is still like second place,
mm,
or just like second place. And then I'm almost desperate in the beginning of my life here because none of people here speaks English.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm,
So then it's very difficult to find friends. And well, actually, Spanish people, they are very, very humble, very, very
mm,
friendly. But when you want to talk with them, it's totally difficult.
If you don't speak
mm.
in Spanish,
Yeah, if you are
Oh,
not speak
okay, yeah.
Spanish, so there is a very big gap to make what you call this
communication.
relationship, yeah,
Yeah,
communication,
yeah, yeah.
or
Mm-hmm.
relationship. And then
Yeah.
finally Candido was hire
Mm-hmm.
one Poland lady to be
Yeah.
my private teacher
Okay.
Spanish.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
and
okay.
then yeah, and then when my son arriving 10 months, finally we put in the daycare.
Yeah.
And then I have more time to go to the school. And then from there I met my best friends from
Mm.
US. And then we make the groups.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay. So it's actually
Yeah.
it's not exactly a small town, but it's like a suburb near Madrid.
yeah, yeah,
But then
Okay. Yeah.
because in the past there were a lot of blue collar worker,
yeah,
so the way they behave is still similar to back in the day. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah. For my case, Bari is not exactly a very small town. It's 600,000 people,
Oh, that's quite
and
big.
but definitely it's not a metropolitan place. I mean,
mm,
Okay.
like everywhere you see, like are just Italians, and they're like the Spanish people. Uh, Not so many people speak English, honestly.
Oh,
Even though
okay.
it's becoming more touristy, but it's not like very very internationally known. I mean, if I say Apulia, still a lot of people don't know it. You know,
Okay, okay.
so yeah, I think yeah, in that regard, like it is completely different, and a lot of people from Bari actually, like they don't want to like go out
yeah,
because it's very comfortable there. You have everything,
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
the food
yeah,
is nice, the place is comfortable, everybody, and most people wouldn't go out. So my husband is one of the outliers who
yeah.
decide to, like, go to London and that kind of stuff.
oh,
Here,
okay.
here is people is
Yeah.
more like Asia. It's like for
Mm,
example, if
yeah.
the parents living here, so the son is going to
Mm,
be living here too.
mm,
So then they
Okay.
yeah.
just only going to make like more sticky and sticky and sticky with the family.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's actually very Asian.
yeah.
Like Spanish people are very family orientated, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Mm.
Like for
Yeah.
example, my suegra,
Mm.
parent-in-law before,
Yeah.
they came every day
Mm.
Mm.
To
to
your
visit
house.
me to my house. Yeah, to
Okay.
visit
Oh,
me.
is
Both
that a
of
good
them?
thing or bad thing?
Uh,
Maybe you don't want to say it like on a YouTube, channel like publicly, right? I'm just kidding.
So from day one, you're married. They came to your house every single day.
yeah,
Mm.
How
every
long? How
five
long did they
o'clock,
spend? Oh, 5 o'clock.
from five
Yeah.
o'clock until 8, until 9, until they said that
Basically, they
okay.
want to have dinner together and that kind of things.
I think it's because they
Mm.
wanted to help me to taking care
To
of
settle
my,
down. Yeah.
yeah, for David,
Mm.
because what you call this,
Oh.
here in Spain, the economic of the family also depending with the family. So
Mm.
because in Indonesia, for example, we have nanny, we have a lady to clean the house and
Mm.
everything, and then here normally most of the family, both of them have to work
Okay.
Yeah.
to, yeah, but and then when the parents are working, so the baby usually taken care by the grandparents picking drop the baby to the daycare, and then the grandparent is going to pick up the baby from the daycare, and then they're going to prepare the dinner, they're going to
Mm-hmm.
prepare the baby until the parent is coming. So everything is depending of the grandparents here in Spain,
Mm-hmm.
and it really happens. So then sometimes I was a little bit shocked, like my uh, uh, mother-in-law coming, and then she was arranging my bed, he was picking up all my
Oh.
laundry. I was like, this is too much, this is too much, this is too much. I, but I'm not talk directly to her, but I'm always putting my husband as a
Mm.
bridge, because I don't want
Yes.
to make a
Mm.
conflictly,
Right.
because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because he never
Yeah.
been in outside of Spain, so maybe the way I'm talking is going to be
Mm.
hurting her or something. So I'm always
Mm-hmm.
putting my husband as a bridge, and I
Mm-hmm.
told to him like, um this is too private. Can you ask her to not touching my private things, like going to my rooms and then touching my laundry? That is too much.
Underwear, right? Everything.
Well
I think
meaning,
it's
but
like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that
I
is
see.
too
I
much.
see.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is too much. And for them, they don't have any idea that do I'm disturbing, or do I'm making this selfie feel uncomfortable? No, because the idea of them, like, I need to help them. I need to help
Mm. Yeah.
my family. So then this, the idea of them is a help. It's not i- uh it's not
Yeah.
but
I get it.
for us,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
but for example, my mom is now going to come to the house of my sister to arrange the house or
No,
putting
no.
everything. No.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't happen
So
in Indonesia so much. I mean, maybe some
Yeah,
parents
that's
would
true.
do that,
Mhm.
but not
Mm.
all of them. But is
Not
it like
not
common?
really. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
so
in
I
Is
Spain,
that
think
that's common in Spain?
yeah, is
Is
it
it?
common or
Yeah.
just your parents-in-law?
it's very common. So because
Okay.
Mm. It's a
I'm always,
culture thing. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, because here
Yeah.
I have a friends like people coming from US, and then ones coming from Brazil, and then another ones coming from Lithuania, and then sometimes when we meeting we make a gossip.
Everybody are the same, yeah? They just came to
Yeah,
your
we,
house, do
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. My friends is worse than I, because she's not. uh, She couldn't express that he feels uncomfortable, so he was write down the letter,
Mm. Yeah.
helping by Google,
Oh
and
my
then
God. That's
she was,
awkward. Yeah.
yeah, she was not,
Yeah.
and then it happened she was not talking with the suegra, with the parents of the husband, for more or less 3 months.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay, okay. I guess
Wow.
it's gonna be difficult for particularly American, I think. Maybe it's gonna be even more difficult than
Probably,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, because
We
they're
need
very,
Yeah.
very private,
because
right? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
more like independent, yeah,
Hmm.
usually.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
for Asian, we kind of have a taste of it because our
Um,
parents-in-law are
I
kind of
I thought like
involved.
Indonesians are like, one of the most intrusive, like, culture there is. I thought,
Yeah,
mm.
but
I
no,
was
there's
like,
something else. There's another
Yeah.
culture that is even worse.
right.
And what
Even
about
worse.
you? Do you experience the
What
same
with
thing? Yeah, with your
um
parents-in-law?
actually not at all. I think that my parents-in-law are like so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they are like a lot better than my mom, to be honest. My mom is a lot more intrusive. And
Okay. Do we
but
supposed
like
to edit this?
oh, it's
Your
totally
mom will
fine.
be
It's
watching.
like she'll just laugh at it. She knows
Okay.
she is. Yeah. I mean, when we stay like in my husband's parents' house, like for holidays and that kind of things, and I even feel bad that she does everything, but I'm like, oh my god, this is like so cool. It's like we come home to like clean bed that's already made up. Right, it's like perfectly like a hotel, and
Yeah.
then and then like laundry, everything done, and like even underwear is like folded and things, and I'm like, and I feel so bad, but my husband's like, no, no, she likes to do it, and I'm like, no, but it's really bad, you can't make your mom do that, right? But it's so like in the culture or something, it's like my husband didn't know how to make coffee until he was like in his 30s or something, right?
What?
Like, because yeah, everything the mother does, right? And
Okay, okay.
so, I'm like, well, I mean, I kind of feel bad, but it's like it seems like she doesn't mind it. So I'm like, oh, okay, kind of thing, that kind of feeling, yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, but
Uh,
she never kind of like go ahead and do things like without asking. So there's like a good balance, I think. Yeah.
hmm.
Mm.
Um, I think both Italian and Spanish kind of have a very close knitted family
Yeah.
value
Family, I
and
think
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it tends to be for the Mediterranean,
Yeah.
countries, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Similar. Also the Greeks, I think, are like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think they are. I think it's because we more south from the
Southern, yes.
Europe. Yeah. So then the
Southern Europe.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then they have more warm
Warmer climate.
south. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
because yeah, and then friendly, and then very easy to talk with everyone.
that's
Is
true. Yeah, they're very
more
easygoing.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
more easygoing because I
Mm,
have a friend who get married with the Finland guy,
mm.
and then when she visit me, and then my neighbors like saying hello, good morning, and I was like,
She
Selvy,
gets
is
shocked.
it true? Yeah, yeah, like is it
They
true
say
that he?
hello.
Yeah, he said hello to me,
It
and
never
then when we
happened
going
before.
out, yeah, and then when we going out, just cross the street, and then everyone's we that we knowing, and then they greet us like, hi, good
Mm.
morning, good morning. I was like, and then they put the smile, and then she said, you know what happened in the north, if you are smiling it means you are stupid, really.
My God.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah,
is like something that, oh, that's the first time I heard about that, like, then that means you're stupid. But I don't know if this is true. Like, if there's a Russian person who's like watching our YouTube, please, like, comment on this video, because like once I was told by someone Russian that I know, right? Like, not a very close friend, but like, she says that um, if you smile, it means that you want something from another person. So like, they just don't smile at each other.
yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah. They're
Yeah.
very
wow.
cool, they're
So I
very
was like,
cool.
Oh, it's like coming to think of it, like I had a Russian, actually she's Ukrainian, yeah, Ukrainian friend before. And in the beginning, I didn't like her because she just never smiled, right? Like
Yeah,
looks very
it's very
cold. And
cool. Yeah.
but once you get to know the person, I'm like, no, but she's totally cool, right? And it's probably like in the culture or something. You
Yeah.
do it
Okay.
subconsciously, yeah. It's interesting.
I'm
Okay.
I'm always I'm always thinking
Mm,
like people from the east. I was thinking
mm,
like why they're not smiling? Why they smells like why when they smiles
mm,
like a fake? They have plenty of Botox. Because the smile is not like
mm,
pure smile. They're like fake. That's what I was thinking. Like why they are not smiles like with the teeth and then like
mm.
coming from the heart and b- they have a botox all of the face and then they couldn't even smile. I was thinking it's like that, but yeah, the east people also is very very cold. Yeah.
You're talking about Eastern
Mm,
European, right?
Yeah, Eastern Europeans. Yeah.
mm.
Oh, okay, okay. And thanks for watching our video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video for the midlife spices.
You don't yet know,